Hi, welcome to TechTuber. A lot of students during their final year want some good projects to be on their resume. So what makes a project good? A project that is close to real world project. Well, being close to real world doesn't mean it's to be scalable or like you have to just handle a lot of people. It's not like that. Being good means it should be have like some functionality that it's similar to the real world, that how we are doing things in the real world or companies are doing things in the real world. The functionality should be somewhat similar to them. Not all the functionality, like some basic like authentications and how passwords are being protected by making them encrypt, and how you're interacting with the data, all these things. So while you are in college, you don't have that much guidance that makes a project close to real world. You should have some experience building real world project, and then you got idea that I have to do these things all these things, and this really highlight me. So when interviewer comes to your campus, or you are going for an for placement to another campus or anywhere around, so a project plays a very important role to basically highlight your skills, or basically let them know that you know the stuff. Okay, so today I'm gonna show you project that got me into internship during my third year of BTech. It's not all because of a single project, but it's mostly because of due to this project. Okay, so let's get started. So here's my GitHub repo, and there's a project named People Community. And what is People Community? So People Community is a closed website project. And what do I mean by closed community? It means that the admin can only give access to the users. Like, you can't just sign up into that website and just start using. Only the admin can register the users. Okay. So you can just look into the description and know about it. Like, we have different panels: admin, user, community builders. Okay, and I'm gonna show you everything, almost everything, not 100% like it, then its video will be really long. So I'm gonna show you almost everything in this website that I built in my third year in just around like a week. And you can do that. So just here's the link, and I host it into Heroku app. Like, if you whenever you are building a project, you should really host it somewhere. So you can just when you are in interview, the interviewer can't just you are just elaborating some things, and he will believe. You can just show him your website, that you hosted in somewhere. Okay, so here's the website. So don't judge me on the basis of the UI. As I told, it's just been built in 1 week, and at that time I don't know much about that, the UI design and all that things, but it's pretty much do the trick to get me into internship. So let's get started. Here there are 3 portals: admin, community builder, and user. So admin has all the access. And what is community builder? Like, in Facebook we have different groups. Okay, so community builder can just create different groups and just post it, anything that we just really do in Facebook, and put a lot of comments, and a user can engage in that groups, post their contents and comment on the post, and basically do everything. But only restriction for user is that they can't just create groups. Okay, so let's start with admin, and here's the password. So for password, what I did is, I am not storing it in just plain password that I'm just writing. I'm making it encrypted. I'm using bcrypt. I'm using bcrypt for encryption, like for hashing the password. And for database I'm using MongoDB. Okay, and MongoDB is also hosted in cloud. That's why I'm able to access it. Okay, so here are the some of the things that admin has. Like if we just click it, we will just here. Okay, and he has privilege to add users. As I told you that only admin can add users, so he can add users. Okay, and give them role accordingly. Okay, and there is like a separation, like a different session is maintained for different users. Okay, so like if I log out and log in with some other role like community builder or user, so there is a separation of concern. So this really taught, this kind of projects really taught you how things are really working in real world. Okay, so that's why it just got highlighted in front of interviewer. And here's the user list where admin can see all the user list. Like we can just don't show the password, as I can't myself decrypt that password. It's bcrypt is a one-way hashing. Okay, so different communities, different users with their different roles, and I can literally send them email. Okay, if there's an important notification and all that, I'm just send the email to their email IDs. Okay, and I can edit their details. Okay, I can even change their roles and just confirm this user. And I can even delete that user. So in real world we just don't really delete, it's just a soft delete. Like there's some flag in DB, but we just set it to false, like that deletion, and it's no longer active. Okay, there is pagination applied. So for this table I use data tables. You can just Google it, data table, and you will get that. So it will really make things far faster. Here's the search bar, and you can search the user. Okay, and here's the community list. What is this? I will show you in a minute, but just like think it as a group, different groups created by different members. Like here just I have one member that created all the communities, but yeah, so you can even edit that, delete that community. Okay, here's a description of that, and here's one functionality named as switch as user. Switch as user, what it will do, it will make the admin switch into user, so he can just see everything that a user can see. Okay, so like the functionality available to a normal users, and he can switch it back as an admin also. So here he will just like this is the all communities page, so I will just let all the communities. Here you can see first is join, and there is an ask to join. So like there are two types of communities I built here. One is the normal, okay, just anyone can join it, and second thing is ask to join. Okay, so when a user submit an ask to join, so I request just go to the community builder. Okay, and he have to approve it. I will show you. Okay, so like if I join this community, it comes into my community list. Okay, so here's what a user can do, and I will switch it back as an admin. And there's an option for change password also. So like I told you, passwords are being stored in like they are really encrypted, so they are not just stored plain. Okay, and then we will just log out and go to community. Okay, password is 1234. Just remember it, as I'm not gonna put all these things in the description. If you watch the video, then you know that what are the credentials of different members. And here's the Ram Sharma, that is community builder. He has communities. Okay, so this is his communities. Let's go to all communities. I guess. Okay, he has a lot of. Let's go to bug finders. So as I told you, you can post a bunch of stuff here, and people can comment here. Like you can see, if you did the comment, then you can also delete it, like it. But there is separation of concern. Like it's only your comment that you can delete. Okay, so just you have to just keep this small things in your mind, and you can really showcase in front of an interviewer. Okay, so let's just see, like there are 6 members. I can leave this community, I can just view all the members and all that stuff. Okay, there is one more community. Like there is an option which is not being shown really now. I guess I just changed its previously changed its role to user, maybe that's why it doesn't show up. So I just log into some other community, and here you can see this is a create community option that was not just being shown previously. I don't know why that happened. Maybe I just changed its role to user. And here's, like you can see, a setting button. So all the community that's being created by this member, like Ankit Verma, that we show in an admin panel, that he created all the communities. He also comes some additional features like doing some settings. Okay, like he can edit the photo, also upload it, and he can delete all the members from his community. Okay, so here's the community owner, and he can remove the community also. And here's the sum of the request. Remember I told you that there are 2 types of communities. One is direct and other is permission based. Like whenever we create a community, okay, test. So there are 2 types of rules, direct and permission. So in permission based community, as user just send its request that he wants to join that community, and the community builder got some request and he will approve it. As soon as he approves, and the user just got into it. Okay, successfully created. Here's our test community. So here you can see that there are a bunch of requests from different users. Okay, so I will approve it, or I can even delete that request. Okay, so here was community builder can do. So you can really play around with that website. You just need to log into this and play around with it and see a bunch of stuff. So the last thing is our user. 1 2 3 4. And the first page is being redirected to its profile page, and he can really edit that profile page also. Sorry, I forgot to show that you can do all these things in previous different portals also. And here's the community. So let's suppose we go to all the communities, and yeah, there is a test community, and I just click on ask to join that. I want to join this community. Okay, so here's a request is being pending. I can even cancel my request, that if like in future I change my mind and I don't want to like join this community, so I just click on cancel. Okay, so here's a test community. Probably nothing, we just created it. So he just got the request, and here's the one member, that is the community owner itself. And as soon as it's approved, and he will just get access to it. Okay, he can like right now only the post that the community builder just posted, he can only he can see that post. But as soon as he joined, he can see all the posts posted by different members. He can even comment on that. Okay, so there is some restrictions in this website that I put on, and this really stand out your project, and this will really guide you that how you can build a project. It's like if, for example, it's built on Node.js with MongoDB database, and for maintaining authentication I use Node.js passport. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. So I just click on logout, and you can even build it on Spring MVC or Spring Boot. Like, look, the tech stack doesn't matter. The functionality or the kind of things that you are doing, you're properly for following a paradigm, or you can following an architecture. Like here I am following MVC architecture. Okay, so you can highlight these things, that how you do your project, like there are the different kinds of functionality, and it's somewhat close to kind of the things that we do in real world. Okay, so I guess it will pretty much give you idea about how to do a this kind of web development project. And that's all for it. So I just want to like ask you for a favor. Just subscribe to this channel and like this video as much as you can, so it will really give me a motivation to move forward with this kind of project videos or different tutorials on JavaScript. Like if you have, like most of the students have doubts on how closures work, how event loop works, like some of the stuff really kind of that student face difficulty in an interview. Okay, so I will post that video so you can have just a really clear and crisp understanding about the different topics, and you can ace any interview. Okay, so that's it. Thank you everyone, and just subscribe to this channel. Okay, bye bye.